you about to do? You about to draw Wakanda?
Black Panther forever.
Let me get that.
It looks good.
Let me get that for you right there. See that right there? Understand that.
Who's that? Killmonger, the obvious
Lord
king
Jesus
of Wakanda. No.
I'm done with him. Serious. I'm done with him. Phenom, let's move on. This guy's going crazy. He's going crazy tonight. Something in his drink. Maybe he's in space. That's why.
You guys are tripping.
All right. Well, here's something that will possibly bring us together. Blankman brought up a question or made a statement earlier before pre-pod about the movie A Quiet Place. As you all know, today for us is May 29th, which means yesterday on the 28th, A Quiet Place 2 came out in theaters. So Blankman made a statement saying that basically the parents in A Quiet Place are some of the examples of the worst parenting ever.
Yes. Horrible. How you gonna have your 4-year-old just walking around outside with no parental supervision?
Well, hold on. I'm sorry. First thing I should have said was, if you haven't seen A Quiet Place, spoilers. But the movie's been out for like 2 years, so
yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I don't.
That's on you.
Bad for you.
We are seriously talking spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going? How even
on the first Quiet Place, not the second one.
Yeah, the first scene when they're in the grocery store and these little bastards running around. Whoa, we can't make any sound. Why are you running around? Sit down somewhere.
I thought the older sibling was supposed to be watching him.
She's deaf. She can't hear sound.
Nigga, keep your eyes on your fucking. What are you talking about?
It's like, look, if it looks like it's going to make a sound.
Yeah. On top of that, look,
she can see sound.
Even on top of that, when they're leaving the store,
see the sounds, nigga. Come on.
Look, even on top of that, we all have children or nieces and nephews we take care of. You don't let your little brother, sister, cousin, son, daughter. The last one in the store, when you walk out the store, you the first one to leave with me. Bring your ass with me. Let's go. His little ass is sitting there. Oh, you know what? Let me grab them batteries in a plane too, and it's trailing along behind them.
He was like dead last. He was almost like dead last, wasn't he?
He was.
He was, but like, so check it. I think it's been a while since I've seen it.
Oh, you're gonna be the contrarian?
No. I'm just saying. So the mom was carrying supplies, and didn't she have somebody's hand, like another child's hand or something like that? The dad is carrying supplies, and he's got like a gun or some shit. He's got to be on alert. He can't be having kids in his hands and shit. He got to be looking out for shit. Bro. And then you leave them to your listen, man. Watch your brother.
The 4-year-old's only about maybe 30 pounds. Strap his ass to you.
You tripping, bro?
I can answer some of these questions because, like always, I own this movie. So let's see. They're walking.
He's horrible. He's horrible. There's no reason to not have him up front.
You know what happened? It was the one son. Doesn't the one son have like asthma or something like that? The
one son does have asthma.
The dad was holding the one son in his arms.
Yes, he was. So what you do is, as a parent, the mom puts the little one in front of her, the dad holding the son, the little kid in the middle, the mom right there, the little girl, the deaf girl in the back. That's how they should have set that line up.
I would say it should have been the dad, the deaf girl, the kid, and then the mom last. I don't think a kid should ever be last, especially the deaf one. Exactly.
Well, look, what I'm saying is that in the simple situation, you're right. The mom should be in between the kids, the dad up front. They didn't even know when they were coming across the bridge. They were just like walking. They were far away from him. They were really far. So you're not even paying attention to kids behind you.
I'm looking at this right. I'm looking at this right now. So, yeah, definitely bad parenting because Emily Blunt, she's not holding anything. She has a backpack. She has a backpack on. That's it. Which means you could have been last in the line and just follow behind your kid.
And she even says, "I could have carried him. My hands were free." She says that when she's laying down after she had the baby. She said, "My hands were free. I could have carried him." Bad parent. That's her fault.
All right. I will be the contrarian on this one. So both of you all can argue all I care. I'm not going to let y'all fucking trash Emily Blunt and my man Krasinski. All right, because this is some bullshit. Man, let me tell you something. Both of y'all got kids. I don't understand how y'all don't understand this very simple thing.
I would never put my kid in that situation.
When you all go to the store to begin with, all right. What do you tell your kids?
Okay,
what should you tell your kids? No, don't cut me off. You talk. Monster. I'm going to talk. It's my turn now. All right. God damn it.
Wrong already.
So what? When you taking your kids to the store, what you take here? You say, listen, don't you fucking touch nothing. Don't fucking look at nothing. Don't smell nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't touch shit. All right. You stay close. Don't ask me no questions. You do as I say. That's it. Very simple instructions. Now, they did not show these parents telling these children these things. Everything within my spirit tells me that's exactly what they told them kids. Why? Because the environment and the world dictates that that's the conversation you have with your family before you walk the fuck out the house. Listen to me, you little motherfuckers. Listen to me, you little motherfuckers. All right? There's a bunch of scary ass monsters out there that react to sound and shit. So when we leave here as a family, we got to be fucking quiet.
True.
So when we go to the store, don't touch shit. Don't ask for shit. Don't fucking breathe on shit. Don't do nothing. You stay tight. You stay close to me and we keep it fucking moving. That way we can go to the store and come on back. All right. Now, you all got kids. You all know that once you tell your child something, you expect your child to do said something.
Oh, no, I don't.
But they don't. And look, if you don't expect them to do it, you expect it. You know that they not, but you expect it because if you didn't expect it, you wouldn't say it.
But
so you say it with the expectation that they're gonna do exactly what the fuck you say, but you know they probably not. All right.
You are on another planet right now.
So
you're on another planet.
They go to the store. All right. You got shit that you got to think about, nigga. We got to eat, baby.
What's the biggest priority out there? What did she say?
Go find some food. I'm gonna go find some food. Everybody, stay tight. Keep the fuck quiet. Hey. Watch your brother.
Phenom, what did she say in the movie? We can't protect them. Who are we? They ain't shit.
Yeah, she did say that.
They ain't shit.
I just want to also point out that Krasinski, he took the spaceship out of his son's hand and took the batteries out. He could have just as easily taken the batteries and put them in his pocket to make sure that the kid wouldn't try to take it again.
Hey, listen, man.
Shitty ass father.
Hey, look. Mistakes was made. All right.
That's what
y'all don't understand. No, y'all listen, it's easy to say, yeah, that's just bad parenting. We're not living in the world that they in.
Okay.
Yo, I got a lot of other shit. I got a lot of other shit that I gotta think about, bro.
Not a problem.
Hey, listen, you are my kids. I have to protect you, but I gotta remember why the fuck we came here. We came here because we need some food. Yo,
listen, of all, if you're a parent, there's no way.
Watch your fucking brother. All right, I'll be back.
There's no way, as a good parent, I'm leaving my kids out of my sight, out of arm's reach. First of all, I'm tying a rope around my children.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say I went to DC. I went to DC the other day and I saw like a daycare. It had to be a daycare because it was like one lady with like 6 kids. She had all those kids on leashes that were tied around her waist.
Thank you. Thank you. You know why? Because little fuckers like that wander the fuck around. That's why you keep them really close. There's no reason they should have been at the back of the line. There's no reason. That's their fault. That kid died on their watch.
That wouldn't work.
Why?
You think you're going to tie a leash around a 4-year-old child and he's not going to make noise?
It has nothing.
Don't you tie a leash around your dog makes noise. What are you talking about?
Comparing my children to dogs?
No, I'm just saying, you tie a leash around anything, it's going to be like, hey, what's going on? What's happening?
I think part of this argument is, yeah, you can't control everything the child does, but if you were thinking a little bit more ahead, then there's no reason why your child should have been that far behind you.
I figured that out in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
Like think about it. Like at the end of the movie, Krasinski sacrifices himself for his kids. He was running. He was running to try to get to his son. So if you had so if you had taken some precautions beforehand, you wouldn't have had to run as far to get to your kid.
Exactly.
Or your wife would have been able to just like, all right, like the kid's on the leash, pull the kid close to me, or not even have him on the leash, because the leash still could have been dangerous. You could have been in front of the kid, and then if the kid makes noise, you push the kid like to the other parent. He's like, all right, I'm about to take that L.
They were 47 days in. They should have figured this shit out by then. It was 47 days in.
Sound real fucking easy, bro.
I mean, to have a line in which to have an order in which your kids are going to walk, yeah, that is kind of easy. Like if I'm walking with my wife and my kids, the kids are in the middle, one of us are in the back, one of us are in the front.
That's it.
It's easy to say this was bad parenting.
It was.
Okay, first of all, you're talking about good parents, bad parents, all this first world country shit. All right, because guess what that world is now? It's no longer first. All right, it's a bad place to live. So now what I'm saying is you're not thinking about the environment. You're like, yeah, 47 days in. Yeah, that's 47 days of me having to keep track of how much noise I make for my life. Now I have to keep track of how much noise she makes for her life.
You know why?
And everything else. So when we go out,
that's part of being a parent. You're responsible for your kids.
Listen. So we go out to get supplies. All we know is that these monsters are out there. We don't know where the fuck they are. We just know they out there. For all we know, they can be in this store. Who the fuck knows? I got other shit I got to think about. Yo, watch him.
So that's your excuse.
Shut the fuck up.
So listen, if the kid was 13,
because we saw how fast those monsters are. Hey, look, I got shit that I got to be on my P's and Q's. You were in the military. You in the military. When you out there, you got to be on your P's and Q's about everything.
Oh, you just said military.
You trust
let you go with this. Go ahead, hurry up.
Trust the men at your side to do the same shit. Because if y'all out there in a place where you're supposed to be quiet and they out there making noise, you get everybody killed. All right.
I gotta put my mic down.
So with you knowing that, you're like, listen, we all need to be on the same page about this shit. All right. Right. We need to do that. Yo, watch your sister, because my mind is everywhere right now. My senses are fucking everywhere right now. I need to pay attention to what's going on out here. I got to pay attention to how much noise I'm making when I'm walking. I might step on some glass and knock a bottle.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I got to be careful. I need everybody here to be careful too. Go ahead.
But here's the thing. In the military, which I was in, you put that the primary assets in the middle of the convoy. One gunner is in the back and the one's in the front. As parents, my primary objectives are my children. So they're in the middle. As the father, the main gunner, I'm in the back. As the mother, you're up front. That's how that line should form. Everybody knows that. Any parent will go, yeah, that's absolutely right.
Right.
So you're a shitty parent because you're going, you know what? Let him just dangle. You're living in a world where aliens kill you off of sound. He's 4 years old. If he farts, if he sneezes, if he coughs, if he cries and trips over a rock, he's dead. So keep him in the middle. The 13-year-old and the 10-year-old, the better doing that.
So he's in the middle. What's stopping him from doing any of the stuff that he did when he was in the back?
Then you die together.
I'm about to say that gives me a chance as a parent to protect you better, because you're not that far away from me. If I'm behind you and you do something, then I'm going to be like, all right, like I said before, all right, push the kid, or like tell my wife, take the kids, run. Yes. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to do what I can. If you're meticulous enough to lay sand down from a farmhouse in a shed into town and make all these multiple routes to walk through woods, to walk through cities and whatnot, but you're not thinking that, hey, when walking with the kids, maybe the youngest person shouldn't be behind everyone else.
Hey, you all saw that scene. You saw how fast that kid got snatched up.
But I also saw how far he was compared to his parents.
Wait. You saw the speed in which he got snatched up. What part of unless you are carrying him and has his hands at his side, what part of your reflexes are going to catch up to whatever the fuck just snatched your kid off.
No, hold up. I got this. I got this. I can share my screen, right? I got
Hey, bro,
this.
share that junk for like 5 seconds, bro. We're not gonna get it.
Oh no, the audio's off, so we should be good. But
all right, let me see this.
Oh, hold up. It might will it not show it? Oh, it might not show it. It might not show it. Do y'all see anything, or is it just a black screen?
It's black right now.
Oh, hit play.
What about now?
Give it a second.
Nah,
I don't think it's going. Yeah, it must not show it. Is there a way I can? I don't think there's a way. I don't think there's a way I can
add it in post. Maybe you add it in post at this point. Maybe you can add it in post. What I'm saying,
he was a grip away. They were about halfway. They were almost maybe 1/3 to halfway on the bridge. He wasn't even at the bridge. He wasn't on the bridge.
What's that got to do with the speed of the monster?
They weren't they weren't close to him. Once again, if I am close enough, if we are in a specific order, and I as the adult or as the parent is last in line, and you make a noise and something's coming after that noise, especially on a bridge where they're going to have to come in one way or the other, then guess what? I'm going to be the first one to take that hit.
Yep.
Because you're making look. The best thing Krasinski could have did in that situation was started yelling while he was running to the kid.
He didn't even do that.
He probably could have did.
The mother covered her mouth.
They were on a bridge that goes over a river, and the kid was at the end of the bridge.
Oh, right. And the river is supposed to mask the noise of the.
I'll give him. Maybe he didn't know that till later on because it was like 2 years later. So I give him. You may have known that. If anything, like Phenom said, if you're meticulous enough to fix your daughter's earpiece because, oh, you know what? I want her to hear. If you are laying sand down, so you obviously know what sounds not to make. Why would you leave a 4-year-old? Now, you're not a new parent. You already have 2 kids. You have a deaf child at that.
Bless you.
Right? You have a...
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Bless you.
You have a deaf child at that. So you already know how kids are.
Okay, so...
4-year-old. You know what I think? They didn't give a fuck about that kid.
So I found it on YouTube. So here we go. Can y'all see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm about to go ahead and play it.
Bless you. You're not getting the 4th one from me, dude. Stop sneezing.
As you can see, Krasinski is already on the bridge.
The kids are behind them. Why are the kids behind them?
Man, them niggas are tired, bro. How long you think they was walking?
I don't give a shit. Why the kids are behind them?
Niggas are tired. He's tired. She tired. They walk to the fucking town.
Look how long they on the bridge, though. Look how long they've been on the bridge.
Yeah. She just
her ass is just.
Look at it. No one pays attention to the youngest, the weakest.
That's when they hear the noise.
No, wait a minute. This is what I remember. He secretly hated her. Because he told her to watch him. The mother blamed herself. She felt as though that the dad blamed her because she told him to watch him.
But so look how far away he is from the next to last person.
All right, so he's far.
Look at that. Look how far he is. Look where they are. You can see the end of the bridge and you can see how far away he is.
All right, so he's far. But
look at that.
But if I told my oldest daughter to watch my little son,
also, is it not bad parenting that you hate that you feel like he was hating his daughter?
It's human nature. You all are not going to act like that shit don't exist. Guilt exists. Hatred still exists. Bro, I told you to watch your brother. I know I kept saying that shit for a reason. I told you to watch your brother. I needed you to do this thing. You did not do this thing. And we lost your brother.
Whoa. We didn't lose anybody.
So the mom is like, oh my God, my arms are empty. I should have done this thing. The dad is like, man, I don't even care how you feeling right now. I told her to watch him and she couldn't even do that, bro. The only thing that she can do, which is see, I told you to watch him. For all he knows, That little boy was in front of the girl. Hey man, I told her to watch him, man.
So you're telling
I gotta carry my other son who's dying of asthma.
So then it's not bad parenting that you just put all that on a 13-year-old.
I told my daughter, whoa, okay, you've only got one for around, you got one on the way. You have multiple ones. You've never told your oldest to watch your youngest?
Not when the aliens are killing.
You've never told your oldest to watch your youngest.
Not in a life or death situation.
No.
That's
my responsibility.
You've never told your oldest to watch your youngest.
Fuck no.
Oh, and you are a liar.
But even then,
I tell the oldest to watch the youngest.
Even if I tell the oldest to watch the youngest, guess what? Yeah, the oldest person, like the oldest might have failed, but that was still my responsibility because I put that responsibility on them.
That doesn't mean that's bad parenting.
Yes, it does.
That does not mean that's bad parenting. What are you talking about?
It's bad. It's bad parenting because all you had to do was put one person behind that kid.
I would give you mistakes were made, but for all y'all know, Krasinski could have been like, yeah, man, he's the girl is watching, he's in front of her or something. When they turned around, they all looked surprised that he was way back there. What the fuck is he doing all the way back there?
And you wouldn't be surprised if there was an adult in the back.
Bro, exactly.
All I'm saying is they made a fatal mistake. Yes, it's very unfortunate. I'm not going to say it's bad parenting at all.
You put the most unknown, riskiest factor in this entire group behind everybody.
If you all think
you put a deaf child in charge of a 4-year-old in a place where you can't make sound.
If you all think that you can have a 3 or 4-year-old in a position like the Quiet Place, and that 3 or 4-year-old is going to survive, you all are tripping. That's an impossible situation.
The issue isn't just that it's impossible to keep that kid quiet. It's also the kid might have survived a little bit longer if you had the wherewithal to think there's no reason why I, as an adult or another adult, should not be in the back of the group. It's just like as a man, when you're walking with your lady or when you're walking with your kids and you're like in a parking lot or something, what do we naturally do? We put the kids on or our ladies on the inside. That way, if people are driving, we're on the outside. So if something happens, it's going to happen hopefully to us.
If I go to Walmart and me, my wife, and my kids are going to Walmart, my kids are holding hands between me and my wife going into the store. Not one behind us, lagging behind, going, hey.
So all of y'all are walking as a unit together in Walmart all the time?
No, one's with me and one's with my wife. We're keeping them right where we can grab them easily. There's no way I'm letting my kid wander around the fucking store. What kind of bad parent is that?
Wait, how old are your kids? They still
6 and 8.
Oh, okay.
The two youngest ones.
I thought they were older.
I was
about to say, so you're not telling the oldest one to watch the youngest one? I was born with my siblings all being 7 years apart. So yes,
that's the difference.
We were all raised as, hey, listen, watch the younger one. Hey, look,
you were not told, hey, there's a gun battle about to happen. Protect your brother and sister at 14 years old. You were never told it's a gun battle. Hey, protect them. It's your responsibility. What the fuck?
I mean, I was never told that, but if a situation like that came up, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no way.
Yo, listen, I need to go flank around these dudes because it's just me, the adult with the gun, and it's you two kids. You all stay here because you can't flank with me. So you watch him, and I'm gonna go handle this.
I'm gonna tell you how.
Like, handing that down isn't a new thing. Like that's all. It's always been a thing.
If there's another adult with you, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. Hey, you other adult, watch that. There were two adults in this situation.
And the second most irresponsible part, she got pregnant. Well, that was irresponsible as fuck.
If you think niggas is gonna stop fucking, you tripping.
But I'm and pray the baby's gonna cry. All this is gonna happen.
No, it was very bad. That's all very bad. It's
called bad parenting.
Raid a pharmacy and take some Plan B pills, dog.
If you think
condoms
want to stop smashing,
there's no condoms. There's no condoms in the store. There's no condoms. Really?
They say 2 years since they lost their son. They was like, hey, listen.
No condoms anywhere? Come on, man.
We down one.
Come on, man. Then
we gotta.
What makes it even worse is that there was no other way for this to end without a parent dying, because if the kids would have kept dying, the movie would have sucked. The movie would have really sucked. He said, listen, your mother needs your help. Run to the fucking silo by your fucking self in the middle of the night with sound monsters so I go save your mother with a shotgun. You don't get your ass over there. I'm the father. Get on my back. We'll do it together.
No, that's a lot, man. His wife was in there giving birth with a monster.
That's her fault.
What are you talking about, dude?
So basically, he was saying,
yes, my kids are old enough. Listen, I need your fucking help. You're teenagers now. I need your fucking help.
It's like one teenager and maybe a 10-year-old.
Whatever. I gotta go save your mother. It's time for y'all to grow the fuck up.
And one of them is
the world that we live in.
And one of them is deaf. So the one you would trust the most can't even tell what kind of noise they're making.
Fucking look at me. Go there. I have to save your mother.
How am I going to know if I'm being quiet if I never had to be if I could never really hear myself?
Bro, y'all mad unrealistic, bro. Y'all are mad unrealistic, bro.
Oh, what I'm saying?
You know what? You might have an argument in the first one. This whole complete second one that he just made up, completely unrealistic, bro. I have to go save your mom. I need y'all help. Man. I can't. I'm not a fucking.
I'm not leaving my kid out my sight. My kid's leaving my sight. My kid.
Your wife. You had to go help your mom because you had to go help the mom because you decided you wanted to knock her up. Like you couldn't just pull out, dog.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
want y'all to bring both y'all wives in here and say that shit.
My wife
just saying,
all
them kids.
Don't you know? Because that's some cold shit.
My wife
that's some cold shit.
My wife said, "Why did they get pregnant?" That's the first thing she said. Why is she pregnant?
Yeah, but if she was in that position, she gonna say, "Hey, listen, you ain't gotta save me." Would your wife say that? Y'all wife would say that.
There were no mom.
She wouldn't let me sacrifice my kid.
You don't have to save me. I'm good. I'm only giving birth, and it was a very quiet.
Before there were monsters in this world, their kids were all more than 2 years apart. So the monsters come along, and 2 years after they come, you got another kid.
Come on, man.
Y'all thinking?
So when the world was safe, you had a gap between your kid. You had a big gap between the last time you got pregnant. As soon as the world get dangerous, 2 years later, let's get dangerous.
There's no TV no more, no videos to watch. He had a whole setup downstairs.
You can't go nowhere. What are you talking about? We are now in a situation in an environment of the world that we are with each other 24/7.
What I'm saying,
you are my wife. Hold on, correction. You are fucking Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is getting pregnant by me if I have to sit with her for 2 fucking years and stare in her face, bro. Y'all are tripping.
And that literally was you making a conscious decision that you were going to get her pregnant, though. If you're just like, hey, I still want some, but in this world, we can't, I can't risk getting pregnant.
It would sound louder for me to pull out than it would for me to just keep it in. How about that? Well, does that sound better for you guys?
Bite a pillow or something.
Is that
it would be quieter for you not to have sex than it would for you to pull out. There you go, right there.
Maybe Krasinski busts loud nuts or something, and it's a lot quieter when he's inside. You know, maybe when he did it, she was able to hold his mouth closed while he moaned in her hand. You know, maybe it's weird.
If you're smart enough to lay sand traps. If you're smart enough to set up a lighting system,
they made a baby soundproof basket.
If you're smart enough to do this shit, you're smart enough to grab condoms from the fucking drugstore you were just at.
It was 2 years.
You were smart enough.
How do you think condoms? It was like 2 years past. What are you talking about, man?
There's nobody on the fucking area where they're at.
So what? We're just gonna use these used, fucked up. I mean, not used, but use these old ass condoms. Like, what are you talking about?
If you're smart enough to do all this shit, you're smart enough to know not to get her pregnant, and you're smart enough to put your kid in the middle. Bad parenting. They suck at.
So are we going to say, you know what, Krasinski, I got your back if you ever see this in the future. So we going to say that the pull-out method is 100%? That's what we're going to say?
We're not going to say it's 100%, but we're also going to say you got a better podcast. I'm going to say you got a better chance of not getting someone pregnant if you pull out as opposed to if you don't.
And on top of that, that's a bad survival tactic.
So
mouth to feed.
So we have a person who's smart enough to lay these sand traps to make this soundproof diaper carriage thing or whatever, to do all this stuff with it here.
And can't pull out.
He's smart enough to do that. So let's assume he was smart enough to pull out. But because the pull-out method is not 100% childproof, she accidentally gets pregnant.
And she gets knocked out some steps.
Now what do we say? That's what we result to. We resort to pushing our pregnant wives down the
smart
stairs.
enough to go around and look.
I say push.
You smart enough to go around and look for medicine for your one kid that's sick. You should be smart enough to look for some condoms.
You're smart to know to take the blood pressure of yourself.
I don't know if there's another human being left alive in this town, by that matter. And you want me to kick the only other woman in the whole my Eve? You want me to kick my Eve down some stairs because she might be pregnant? Is that what you're saying?
When he goes to the top,
you all are making this sound so very simple, but I don't think you all are giving this as much thought as you all are saying.
Really? Because once again, the movie starts off with them in the drugstore looking for medicine for their son. But at no point in those 2 years did you ever think, hey, maybe we should look for some condoms since we know we might be fucking.
Shit's got an expiration date, man. Why are we
on top of
condoms?
On top of that, he's saying, listen, we already lost one child. We
just not gonna have sex? 2 years. 2 years. You just not gonna have sex with your wife?
Bruh.
Hey, Phenom, 2 years.
That's the last thing I'm thinking about in the situation.
Phenom, 2 years. You just not going. You've already established a safe base at home, soundproof shit, all this. Y'all good. There hasn't been a monster sighting at y'all house in like so amount of years. So y'all feel safe. You are literally with her for 365 days out of the year. So neither one of y'all is going to have sex with y'all wife. If y'all saying it,
condoms generally last for an average of 5 years after manufacturing date.
Phenom, you are an asshole. You sir are an asshole. All right.
Bravo,
I got you.
Bravo,
I got
sir.
you. Hold on. I got you.
Bravo, sir.
I got you.
Bravo.
Condoms are also not 100%.
They're not. They're not.
Nothing is 100%. Nothing. So let's say that they are extremely unlucky. They're super unlucky, and she got pregnant. Let's say they are smart enough to do all this stuff. So let's say that he did the pull out. Let's say he got a condom. Let's say he had a condom and he pulled out. Nothing's 100%.
That's more bad. That's more bad parenting decision. After the third one, she could have got something put in there. They could have been like, hey, let's just tie it off.
It's bad survival tactics. You got another mouth to feed now. Come on, man. A baby cries.
I'm about to say you had a hard time protecting a child that could think and do stuff on his that could think, walk, talk, and do stuff on his own.
Exactly.
And now you have this other thing that you can't really control when it's hungry, when it feels like crying. Who knows? In the world, the baby might get colic. Don't let that baby get colic.
That baby's not gonna sleep for you. You're fucking dead. You're dead. All of you are dead. You're gone. You're gonna die. That baby is a ticking time bomb. That's what it is. You had the time bomb.
Well, we got to see the second one and see how they managed it.
Absolutely. That's what we got to do.
It's a second movie, and she managed it very well because it's a second movie. So
the daughter figured it out, not the mother.
Whatever. I don't care how the fuck we did it. We did it as a unit, and in the process of us doing it, we lost your dad. I'm sorry, we lost you all. You all are dead. You guys are dead. You're not even there anymore. That's
it's my family alive though.
That's how the story plays
out.
That's
what a dad's job is.
That's how
you don't sacrifice your kids. He would say, you know what? I don't need this one. I got. You know what he was doing? Using his kids as spare parts.
Say my life cut short so the other ones can have got a chance of surviving longer.
That's what dads do.
Look, he did it at the end, and now they got a chance to survive. Now they got a chance of surviving longer because the second movie came out.
They got the sequel. I hear you.
Man. That was a good one. And somebody had to play the contrarian. Like, serious, good job.
Thank you.
Like, we won't tell everybody that you kind of agree with us like before we started recording.